Hi everyone, my name is Nikki and I am a stationery designer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to seal your envelopes and hopefully get the least messy result possible and a nice clean seal. So we're gonna get started. I have this sort of mess up letterpress invitation. It is double thick, so I wanted to specifically show you guys how to do a double thick invitation with a nice thick bow, so you can see this guy's gonna be pretty bulky in the envelope. This is like the thickest invitation that I offer. Wax seals can be really bulky, and then this is the thickest type of ribbon. So when you have something like this, you're not going to get the flattest envelope flap, and it can be a little more challenging to seal, so we're gonna go through that today. So we will pop this guy in, slide it into the envelope, and today we're gonna be using a glue stick. This one works really well, this disappearing purple Elmer's glue. I usually include that in packages with my customers. And you also will need some type of old book. It could be an old magazine. I'm using an old planner. And so you can flip to any page, and what we're gonna do is we're going to apply the glue on this outer flap here. And because we're laying it down on this page, we're not going to get any on this side of the envelope. It should stay just on this side. I'll show you how to apply it and about how much to apply as well. So I have this glue stick, and I usually like to stay kind of right on the edges here of the glue stick. So you're gonna go right in. You can see the purple on this guy. And I like to go right in the edges. You kind of need more than you think. When I first did this, I did like the lightest layer and it did not stick. So I like to go back and forth and go about to the round part here. And then I even do like a couple layers. It really needs it when you have that big bulky bow and you have a lot going on. You can get it on the edges, that's okay. Try not to, but it's okay if it does. So as I move the envelope away, you see that it just stays on the paper. It's not gonna get on your invitation. Now I'm going to fold it over. Sometimes I take my finger and kind of like lightly wipe the edge. And remember, this will dry clear. It's not gonna dry purple. And now I'm going to press down. So I start down here at the center. Move this up. Down here at the center. And then I take my hands, this is kind of nuts, and I butterfly it like this, and I'm holding really lightly. So you need to hold this in place, and you're just gonna hold it. I do it this way because my hands are even, so it needs so you prevent bubbling along this side. It holds it pretty even. I'm gonna hold it like this for about 30 seconds. It's a little more involved than you think it would be, but this is a great way to get a nice even seal so that there's no bubbling and it dries just really perfectly. And then it's nice to leave a little space up here so that your guest can just kind of evenly undo it. You'll see that if you let go, it kind of starts to bubble or air pockets get in there, so that's why you need to hold it for about 30 seconds to a minute for that nice clean seal. You can kind of rub on the side like this. We're just looking for air pockets. So you'll see that they'll kind of start to come up. Make sure your fingertips are nice and clean. If you get glue on them after one, then go ahead and wash your hands and come back and do your next. So you can see the air pockets will start to come up. It's okay if you have a couple of air pockets. Try and sort of lightly rub them out the best you can. But this should stick really well for us. And this is a much better way of doing this than licking your envelopes. It generally, for something this bulky, just doesn't stay. So the glue sticks work really well. We're gonna hold down any air pockets you see. You'll kind of find that if you press on one side, you might get a bubble that pops up on another place. So just kind of evenly press and smooth out. And then after about 30 seconds to a minute, it should be nice and dry. And let these dry flat. I wouldn't stack them immediately. Let them dry flat for 5 minutes or so. And you'll see that it has a nice, really even seal when you're all done. So you can see that little air pocket right there. I'm gonna try and get that out, but if it doesn't stick, that's okay. The rest of the envelope is really nicely sealed now. And that's about it. Good luck, you guys. And if you have any questions, obviously feel free to reach out, and I hope this was helpful.